One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
John J. and Rich. What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? John J. and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to John J. and Rich. Wake your ass up.
John J. and Rich. Our phone number is 877-937-1047. You can call us right now. Jump on the air with us right now. Friday, December 13th. It's Friday. Oh, my God, Friday's 13th.
Friday the 13th. Ooh.
Taylor Swift birthday.
That it is.
You can also text us. Text JGR, whatever's on your mind, to 96893. Listen to this. Remember, like we were talking about Christmas cards, sending them out, and Kyle was telling us about how she was trying to do it, and you took the pictures, and you did everything, you finally mailed them out, and everything.
Yeah.
And I was telling you how we didn't send a Christmas card out last year, first time in our entire life, because kids are in college, and it's different to get everybody around. So this year we were proactive, and we, over the summertime, we got a good picture of the five of us in my family, my three sons and my wife and I. My wife was like, this could be our Christmas card. So we kind of banked on that. And then remember I was telling you how earlier in the week my wife was trying to put together the Christmas card and I was being hypercritical.
You were being John Jay?
Yeah, I was being real inattentive. And I was like, wow, why are you putting this border on? Why are you saying Happy Christmas? Or whatever it is that she was saying, right? You know, here's to a great 2025. I was like, just say Happy New Year, you know, too much words and stuff. And then she closed the computer. And then remember I was telling you how then she opened it up the other day and she goes, what do you think? Did I tell you guys that? She
Yeah.
was like, what do you think? So I was like, I was watching TV. And I learned a valuable lesson. I was watching TV. She goes, what do you think of this? And she like kind of sits on my lap, kind of. You know, like I'm in the middle of a good TV show. I remember like going, what? So I look at it, and it's on her laptop, and it's from kind of far away. What do you think of the Christmas card? I look, I'm like, looks great. So the front of the Christmas card is the five of us, right? And then the back of the Christmas card is our six dogs. She always has to put our dogs in the Christmas card. So they finally came yesterday, all the Christmas cards. And she goes, look at the Christmas card. And I was like blown away by the quality now. Because remember back in the day when you do it online, it's all glossy and it's like a picture, kind of cheesy. I thought that's what it was going to be, but it's a really nice looking Christmas card. So she goes, okay, I'm going to send these out. And I look at it and I'm like, this is so nice. And I flip it over and on the back, it's our six dogs.
Yeah.
Charlie, Taco, Pablo, Lego, Bella, Maggie. Right? Those are our six dogs. Bella is not mentioned in the card, and Charlie's mentioned twice.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
Merry Christmas.
Was there a typo you didn't catch?
There was a typo she didn't catch and a typo I didn't catch because I just went, yeah, it looks great.
So it sounds like you have two dogs named Charlie.
Yeah, so I said, she goes, well, I could go back. It cost another $300. I'm like, no, forget it.
No way.
Whoever you said these people are Christmas card dude, they don't know us. I go, so what? They're going to look at it. They're going to see pictures. Oh, yeah, they got two dogs named Charlie. That's fine. Are they really going to go, is someone ever going to call up and go, you got two dogs named Charlie? Yeah, we got two dogs named Charlie.
I wouldn't question that. If you got six dogs, I figure repeating names just like kids.
Yeah, and
once people have a lot of kids.
They probably really aren't reading the fine print, right? They're just looking at the pictures.
You never know. You never know. And then I thought, do you take a marker out and just cross out one Charlie and handwrite in there Bella? And she was like, and I was
Bella's
like,
the one that's going to complain.
Send it out. And then, Bella yesterday, I felt so bad. I kind of like gave her a little extra love. Because I kind of, you kind of give emotion. I was like, oh, God, I bet you feel bad that you're not really You're on the card, but you just got your name wrong. Charlie's in the dog, but Charlie, he's a different dog. So anyway, if we have two dogs named Charlie, so weird.
Oh, my gosh, no.
So look for that when you guys get the Christmas card. Because I think you three and everybody else on the show are the only people that I know that are getting Christmas cards.
The rest of them are Blake's friends. That's why she needed 100, because she has 100 friends.
And then I'm going to be like, did anybody mention that Charlie's on there twice? And if she says no, I'm going to be like, they're not your true friends. And your real friends. And go, they don't have two dogs named Charlie. But anyway. But she didn't get mad, which I was glad? You know, like how's your husband mad at you?
Yeah, he's always a little annoyed, I think, sometimes when things like this happen. So my son, Easton, is 7. His favorite dessert in the world, or sweets, are Mike and Ike's. That's what he likes.
Yum.
And usually after dinner, we always do dessert. Like, it's not a every once in a while thing. Every night we have dessert. That's just like kind of like how I grew up. And so that's how my kids are growing
Dinner's
up too.
over, and then you go.
Dinner's
you
over.
bring out the dessert.
And usually it's like a scoop of ice cream or something, right? Or like, you know, a little tiny ice cream cone or something. But lately, we've had this big bag of Mike and Ike's because I had to bribe Easton with Mike and Ike's to take his medicine after he got sick because he hates taking medicine. And the rest of the bag is just left over. So last night after dinner, he goes and he grabs a little like sandwich baggie and takes from the big bag of Mike and Ike's and fills it up, you know, like with a couple handfuls. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of a lot, but whatever, you know, let it go. So I'm really tired yesterday because we stayed out late the night before for our company Christmas party. And so I'm just kind of like I'm like really kind of out of it, quite honestly. Scott, he's like a busybody. So he doesn't sit down on the couch with us afterwards. He's like, I don't even know where he is. I honestly don't know where he is. He might be pooping. He might be like working. I have no idea where this guy goes. But he comes back at one point and he's sitting next to me and he notices that at some point, Easton refilled his bag with a lot of Mike and Ike's. And he goes, seriously? And I look it over and I'm like, oh, you got some more Mike and Ike's. Whatever. You know what I mean? It's not something that happens all the time. So for me, not a big deal. And Scott goes, we really need to regulate this. This is kind of a lot of candy. Like, this is not a normal, like, consumption of candy. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so funny because I was just wondering, do I have anything to talk about on the show tomorrow? And now I do. Now I do. Thank you so much. Because the fact that you're annoyed that this kid had 2 servings of Mike and Ike's is so ridiculous.
Kyle Tired. That's Kyle Tired.
Just say,
That's Kyle Tired.
LOL. And I'm like literally typing this in my email to the rest of you guys as he's looking at me and he's like, I'm serious about this. And then I type again, LOL, as I'm looking at him. And I'm like, you know what? It's not a big deal. It's not like this kid eats like, he's tiny. You know what I mean? It's like he can have 2 servings of Mike and Ike's.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
But that is pretty sneaky that he went and filled his bag.
Right?
He probably was like, Mom's not paying
No.
attention.
She's out of it.
That's
Mom was out late the night before. I'm going to go for it.
Also, it's the youngest kid.
Yeah.
Youngest kid has different kind of rules.
Yeah, plus, he's nice to you. Let him get away with it.
Well, and you know what? Honestly, like, both my kids, I think, inherited my sweet tooth. I love candy. Like, so I get it. Like, I understand.
Do you have
where
candy on
they're
you
at.
right now? Usually you do.
I usually do. I know I have some in my car.
So my son Dutch, who's grown up eating Skittles and Sour Patch Kids for breakfast and whatever, right? Last night, he had a basketball game last night, and I'm at the game, and it's like halftime, and he's not playing, he's injured, and I go, hey, it's a good game, I'm going to head out. And he goes, hey, I know Mom's gone. Is there any food at the house for dinner? And I go, grapes. And he goes, all right, I'm going to go to Cane's after this. And I'm going to get some Cane's after the game. I'll be home around 9:30. I'm like, okay. And I look at him, he taps his chest, he goes, it's on me. Cane's is on me. And I'm like, you don't have a job. You don't have an income. How is it on you?
What you
like,
have
what are you talking about?
is your debit card.
Like, the balls on this kid.
Like, isn't the card he has? It's yours.
It's
so
mine.
It's always on you.
It's always on me. But like he's doing me a favor by getting himself dinner at Cane's.
That's hilarious.
That kid probably snuck in Mike and Ike's when he was younger.
Kids these days.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience. An award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day. And regular, all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series. A smart TV built by the streaming pros.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.